What is going on, guys? Today I'm gonna bring you a video on how to teach your dog how to sit down. You will only need two things: a clicker and some treats. Unfortunately, I have some big bone treats for my dog, so it'll do. Alright, guys, so the first thing you want to do is have your clicker ready on your hand. You can buy a clicker at PetSmart, Petco, or Walmart, or anywhere you go. You have your treats. Like I said, I have big treats, so I try to cut them down a bit for my dog. So the first thing you want to do is grab your treat, hold it between your index finger and your thumb with your palm facing the ceiling upwards. So I'm gonna give y'all an example first on how to do it. So come here, boy. So you hold your treat slightly close to your dog's nose. You raise it up, and he should be able to sit down. But he's already sitting down because he already knows, it's called the move and stuff. So at the moment your dog touches the floor, you hit the clicker. Make sure do not forget about the clicker, because there's some days that I do forget about the clicker whenever I was training him. But do not forget about your clicker. So at the moment your dog touches the floor, you hit the clicker to give him that gesture. So the first thing you want to do too is make sure do not tell him to sit down. Make sure he masters the gesture first, as in like this. Come here, boy. As in like that. Scott, do not tell him to sit down. Make sure he masters the gesture first. Like at the moment you have the treat up and ready, you should sit down and make sure he masters that first. And then like after some time, whenever you tell him to sit, he should be able to sit down with the treat or without a treat. So I'm gonna give you an example. Alright? Here, boy. Here, boy. Good boy. Good boy. Whenever he's done with the treat, touch him, tell him good boy, tell him that he is done with that, and here comes the next treat. So I'm gonna give you another example. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Good boy. There you go. Also, let him enjoy his treat. So that right there is without telling him to sit. Now, telling him to sit, he should be able to master it easy. Sit. Good boy. I did not do the clicker that time because he already knows the move. But for the beginners, make sure whenever his butt touches the floor, he sits down, hit the clicker instantly, then give him the treat. So here's without a treat. I have nothing in my hands. No treat, just clicker. I'm not even gonna use the clicker. Sit. Good boy. Good boy, Mowgli. Good boy. So do that for a whole week and your dog should be able to master that. But keep in mind that here. Good boy. But keep in mind that whenever you first start off, make sure he masters the gesture first and then say sit down after some time, so that whenever you say sit down, he should be able to sit down instantly. And then once he masters that, after like say a week or so, you could probably do it without a treat. For example, like this. I'm gonna take the clicker off. Come here, boy. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. So do that for a whole week and your dog should be able to master that. I'm gonna give y'all one more example. So you have the treat in your index finger and your thumb, and make sure it's facing the ceiling. My dog's already sitting down. You hold it close, but okay, if your dog is also standing up like all the way, you bring it close to your dog, to his nose, then slightly raise up your palm, and your dog should be able to sit down. The moment he sits down, you hit the clicker, give him the treat, and say good boy. And that's how you teach your dog to sit down.